Hey y'all, welcome to Captain's Log, episode 11. Today's star date, 3/14/2020. Kind of a crazy week here in Austin. Let's start off here by talking about the elephant in the room, COVID-19, and how that's affecting things over here. It's mostly not. So I know that we're going to take a little extra precautions here just because we're waiting for this to sort of get a little bit worse. But as of right now, 3 confirmed cases in Austin, just travel related. We haven't decided that we're going to be closing down or shutting down events or anything. We did remove our table mats and tablecloths, so we're sanitizing the tables every night before we leave, and in between groups moving around the tables. We're wiping down our point of sale areas pretty much in between every customer. We've got extra hand sanitizer and sanitizing down the counter spaces and all that stuff. We're also limiting customer handling of our binders and things like that, so we're trying to sort of decrease as much contact as possible. We're pretty much also asking anyone that comes into the store and intends to stay for a little while, if they are developing or have any allergy-like or cold-like or flu-like symptoms. If that's the case, we're asking people to not stay in the store. So if you're coming and grabbing something and go, that's fine. But we're not letting people linger, all right, if you do have any symptoms whatsoever that could be related to COVID-19. So if you guys do, please do us a favor. Please stay away. As again, we are also, for those of you who are concerned about coming into a public space, we are doing shipping. We also are allowing curbside pickup. So if you want to order something or get something from us, we'll bring it out to you, bring a little credit card dipper, or send you an invoice if you don't want to touch anything. So we are taking this very seriously, and we'll kind of keep you guys updated if we feel the need to start shutting down anything else. But as of right now, it's business as usual, as long as people are healthy looking and acting, and otherwise are staying sanitary. So anyway, from there, the big news this week and what's been going on otherwise to keep us busy are the lovely Magic the Gathering mystery boosters. So I know this box looks really small compared to other boxes we've seen. They're 24 packs, so similar pack number to other Masters sets. This is basically what I think we all wanted Masters 25 to be, and it fell a little bit short. And so what this guy promises here is that basically this set that the cards are being pulled from is 1,694 cards from the history of Magic. So it's the largest set ever printed. All reprints, no new cards in it. But the cool thing is that every slot has a foil slot that's from a 121 card pool. Those 121 cards are not in the 1,700 card pool that the rest of them are being pulled from. So the big question that everyone's asking about right now is, are these a limited release? And, well, the answer is a little complicated. Yes and no. They're limited right now because we only have the first wave. And so the way this worked out is that there were basically 2 different ways to order this if you were a store. First of all, they are retail exclusive, so these are not being sold through Amazon or any other mass retailer. They are only for WPN participating stores. That means a store that is running events, F&Ms, things like that. So only stores like mine are going to end up having these. So there were two ways that this was ordered. One was that there was an allocation given to us, so we had a small allotment that said you're absolutely guaranteed this amount, and that was at one price point. Anything extra that you ordered ended up being at a different price point. So what's been confusing for a lot of folks is also how prices have gotten. I'll talk about that in a second here. But in terms of the But as to whether this is indeed a limited print run, the answer directly I've gotten from WotC is no. This is not a once and done sort of thing like collector's boosters or anything like that. What we are expecting is a reprint. We do not know when, though, and we don't know how much. So what WotC has told me directly is that they're going to assess the demand first, and then they're going to put in their reprint. But what I'm expecting right now is this might end up being a situation like we had with Brawl decks, where we ended up not seeing them for quite a few months. And so when that sort of thing happens, the demand goes up, people start to freak out, have to buy them immediately, etc., etc. And so as usual, I always say, don't do that. If you missed out right now, it's okay. We're going to get them back later. So we're selling them right now for $5.99 a pack, which would be the MSRP based on what we've historically paid for things from WotC. We're doing boxes for 120 plus tax. Right now, that's far below what TCG is selling them for. So people are already trying to hawk these guys online. And so always my word of caution to folks is, first, check out your local game stores. Make sure that people still have them, that they should be still readily available at most places. If not, wait a little bit, okay? We'll see when we get those restocks, the prices should come down. And so what we saw this week was that they started really low at 103. So a week ago, we were still seeing pre-orders up for $103. They jumped on Thursday to Friday to 135. Then yesterday they hit 160. Okay, so we can really see that the panic and the frenzy surrounding this stuff is really driving this up. But I expect by next week things should slow down a bit, and especially once we get those restocks in, we should see that go down as well. The other big question is, are they worth it? Is this something I should buy? So, in my opinion, mystery boosters are a EDH player's wet dream. Okay, this is the thing that we've wanted pretty much forever, aside from Battle Bond. I would say it's a close second to Battle Bond. That was a pretty good EDH set as well. But for there's cards from all over the place. Almost all of them, as far as I know. I haven't seen a card yet that was banned in EDH in this set yet. That doesn't mean that there aren't, but amazing stuff in here. Yesterday or on Friday I opened a Mana Crypt. I've also opened a foil Marrow-Gnar, which is pretty cool because that was a really expensive foil for a long time there. I've gotten some Rhystic Studies. I've gotten Allosaurus Rider. So like there's really cool stuff in here. I mean, I could go on, but there's literally 1,700 cards in this thing. So what I'm seeing, the EV is pretty close right now. A lot of the prices have dropped. We've seen about a 50% decrease in the value of specific cards. Some things haven't though. Sol Ring is still almost $4. It doesn't matter what printing it is. But there are some cards like Mana Crypt right now. It's hovering around 118 out of this set right now, where previously it was hovering around 200. So we are seeing some cards take a hit. We're hoping those will stabilize also here in a few weeks as well. So we still have a handful left. You know what I mean? We're selling pretty fast right now. We're still trying to save some for some drafts tomorrow. But otherwise, we do have packs available at the very least, and some boxes left. But that might not be accurate as of when you watch this video, so make sure you call us ahead of time. So, last thing that I want to talk about today is the new D&D stuff that's coming out. So, this stuff is due to release on the 17th, on St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to be able to sell this stuff earlier than most places because we are a WPN store. So we're allowed to sell this about a week earlier than most places. So what's coming out right now, I just got them early, but I can't sell them to you guys. I just get to touch them and hold them. So Explorer's Guide to Wildemount. I don't know if anyone's heard about this already, but there's a lot of hype around this because this is primarily written by Matt Mercer of Critical Role. And so Wildemount is the world that he created on his second campaign. He partnered with Wizards of the Coast to be able to put this into print. It's a pretty awesome book from what I can tell right now. What it has here is basically mostly the sort of like layout of this world that he built, which we haven't really seen anything like this from one particular person's campaign before. So it's kind of exciting in that sense. Also, for anyone who is a Critical Role fan, you're sort of just like literally getting like Matt Mercer's notes into a book form, which is just awesome in and of itself. So it has sort of the overall sort of stuff just about the world itself. Also like the political factions and all that stuff. Has also points of interest. It sort of really breaks down the continent in terms of the bits and locations all around. Also has some character stuff and maps and things like that. So it's a pretty decent sized book here. Looking at an MSRP of $49.95. We also still have this for pre-order up. That is going to be about 20% off of that price. So we're still taking pre-orders up until the 16th for that. Lastly, the other thing is this really awesome Explorer's Kit, Laryl Silverhand's Explorer Kit. Now, previously for these D&D sets, they've usually just been dice and a nice fancy tin or something. This is a little bit hyper than that. So it's still going to be $24.95, but they actually put some cool stuff in it. It has all of the dice. It has some really nice big D20s on it. It's this really beautiful blue ethereal color with the D&D symbol on the 20 spot. Or the D&D like ampersand on the 20 spot. On top of it, though, it also comes with 20 cards from characters, locations, and lore across Forgotten Realms, and also comes with a map of Sword Coast and Waterdeep. Also has a box, okay, a felt line box that functions as dice trays. Okay, so I'm kind of excited about these and absolutely stealing one of these for me and one of these for Chris probably. So we're really excited about these bits as well. Other than that, there's probably some more stuff on the horizon that I'll talk about next week. But otherwise, everyone stay safe out there. Wash your hands. All right. And love you guys. Have a good one.